Welcome back to the Compound Podcast. This is episode 123. This episode's going to get 124. This episode's going to get crazy. Crazy. I logged on, didn't know Scott was going to be here. We got friend of the pod, question of the day, Scotty Effross. But I want to start somewhere. We're presented by Parsay.
Yep.
I love Parsay. You love Parsay. Today, it was a tough day for the Cubbies in the stands. So there's a little chant, little Jeff got a little, when I say Parsay, you say Rumchenko, which we love. Our man, Tom, doesn't want to talk today. So we're going to start talking to Tom. Tom.
Yankees are back.
2 in a row.
Do you know when the last time this is like awkward to do now in front of Scotty? Like I had a much different energy plan.
Yeah, say it to my face. Let's go. Come on.
Do you know the last time the Yankees won 2 games in a row? Scotty, do you know the answer?
What's
I
that?
do.
Zach, would you like to tell us?
Wasn't it in July?
It was July 28th and July 30th was the last time the Yankees won back-to-back games.
That's not true. That's not true. The last time they did was yesterday and today.
They being we. He means we.
We, us.
It was they the last time they did it. And now it's we.
Weird.
It's we.
You know what's crazy too is they haven't won 2 games in a row in that long, and they're still 27 games above 500.
I'd panic.
Not a bad spot.
I'd probably blow it up.
Do you want to move on from the Yankees? We don't keep talking about the Yankees.
Bring it. Let's go. Yankee talk. They're hot. Game was sick tonight. Felt like a World Series game. I've
You
never
in the
been to a
dugout?
World Series. I was in the I kind of was bouncing around because I was doing some stuff in the training room, but sat in the little quiet room in the bullpen for a little bit, but just that, you can feel when you're in the locker room, it's something like big happened. Like when I was in the training room doing some stuff when Judgey hit that homer, and you could feel the whole stadium shake. It's a normal shake. It's like, oh, someone made a nice play, like whatever. But it feels like the whole roof's gonna come down when someone hits a bomb and Judge was up. We're like, oh god, and we have the delays up or whatever for the TV, so we don't know what's happening. And then you see Judgey hit it, oh, so sick. But really cool game. Ian,
Are you guys boys now because you call him Judgy?
he's the best. He's just the
I
best.
knew for a fact Happ was going to say something about you calling him Judgy.
Big AJ, yeah, he's the man. I mean, what do you want? He's the leader. He's the best.
So you're
he's been
saying
awesome.
you're saying he's a leader and he's going to get extended? Is that what you just said?
I'm not. All right, this is turning into a whole gotcha journalism.
I didn't think we brought you on, dude.
I did journalism in college. I know what I'm doing. Come on, what are we
Yeah,
talking?
you did. Remember you posted that video of your review? And
About? Yeah.
we'll get that out there, Tom. I have it on my phone. We'll get that out there, brother.
No, don't put. It's tough. It's real
Don't.
tough.
I don't need more shit on my plate right now.
We'll get it out there. It's all good, dude.
We'll
all good.
Well, whatever.
Scott, we'll tag you.
Can I ask a serious question?
Yes. Go ahead.
Is Judge the best ever?
The best ever. He's been in all seriousness, just like getting here and everyone in the clubhouse has been amazing, but him specifically, just making me feel super welcome to the team. Right when I got there, he's like, hey, happy to have you here. You're gonna be a huge part of this team's success, and just kind of getting to know him over the last couple of weeks so far. You can see why he's one of the best in baseball. Guy takes care of his business on the field, but in the clubhouse, he tries to make everybody feel whatever their position is, they matter. And he's been awesome so far. I think guys feed off of him and watch him go about his business. And so I'm also very good at baseball, confirmed very good at baseball. So that helps too. But he's the man, plain and simple.
There aren't that many blank check guys, but he's a blank check guy. Just blank check. Whatever you need, whatever you want.
Yeah. Tom, how much does that hurt to listen to?
I'm just so over this narrative that started last week with the ambush and that's continuing this week. I'm just over it.
But the
Scott, can I ask you a
Yankees.
question? Hold on. Can I ask? I have a real question
Yeah.
for Scott. Before we take this down, just you guys giving me shit. Let's actually talk to Scott. Scott, can I ask you?
Tom, go ahead.
Obviously, the Yankees have struggled since you've gotten there. Is it weird knowing that obviously this team like, you know what this team's capable of. You saw before they got there. What's it been like in the clubhouse for the last couple of weeks, knowing, you got there and then everything's kind of it's been weird.
Are you saying it's Scott's fault? Oh
the
my
question
God.
that Tom had.
Wow.
The question that Tom had was, is this all your fault?
Not my question.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
You can answer Tom's question now.
No, I will say this. Tom did send me a very nice message when I got traded. He said, "Welcome to New York. Like, hope to see you at the stadium soon. Like, you're gonna love it. They're gonna love you. All the fans are gonna love you." And he's that was very nice.
Tom said, "Listen, anything I scream at you, it doesn't mean anything
it's not
personally.
Not personal.
Just,
we'll hash it out in the pod.
Just
Don't worry.
business. All good."
To answer your question, Tom, honestly, like, I think everybody in this clubhouse knows how good of a team we are. So from an insider's perspective, like, yeah, we weren't playing well, and I don't think anybody wants to go through the stretch that we've been going through. But I think what makes this team, I've only been in 2 clubhouses, the Cubs and the Yankees. So, like, but what makes, like, this team, I feel like, really special is that, like, everybody knows how talented we are. So it's just like a matter of, like, hey, we go through stretches. I mean, we go through stretches throughout the season that, aren't the best, but, we'll figure it out. And, we won 2 in a row tonight, yesterday and today, kind of put some momentum together. So I don't think there's any, like, specific panic in anybody's mind, to be honest. Ian, yes.
Is it nice? Is it nice when you're going through a tough stretch as a team to know that you have a massive lead in the division and that everything can be okay because you have such great players? Is that nice?
Yes, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah. I mean, like, again, like, you don't even like I feel like really nobody's truly not even like paying attention to the standings. Like, obviously we want to play better. We're playing really good teams that, want to beat us. So you just got to kind of go out there and play better, like Mooney said. So just kind of have to go out and do it. But at the end of the day, it is, fairly comforting.
Riz used to talk a lot about, like, having the target on your back and, like, people getting excited to come play. When you're a really good team and you play at a great venue like Wrigley or like Yankee Stadium, like, when teams come to play you, like, you get their best. You get their best. You get the best gear. You get everything. And it's just, sometimes it's just another game for your team, but you do get everybody's best when you're at the top like that. And that just happens throughout the course of the season where you catch a strand of games where you get everybody's best. And that's part of the season. It's part of the story.
Part of the story, part of the season. Yeah. And I mean, talk about Judge as a leader. Riz has been, also incredible. Like, he's won a World Series. He's been through it. He's been on good teams. He's been on teams that have struggled. He knows how to win. And he everybody, like, just coming over here, like, it's obviously a team full of, really talented players, but everybody takes care of their business and everybody, like, wants to win. And it just seems like, the clubhouse I joined really, has a sense of, like, what we can do here is special. So, walking in and kind of getting welcome with everybody has been, awesome. And, having Judge and Riz and Carp and everybody else just kind of go ahead, Dakota. Go ahead and say it.
I was just the New York media has really fine-tuned you to give some good answers. That's a real pro answer we just got.
I want the cheater, Doc. I'm good.
I want some inside info. I want some crazy stuff.
What do you want?
I don't know. You can't tell us anything. I don't want to out your team.
Ian is raising his hand on his own podcast. Ian, we have a lot of things to talk about. Can we talk about 100? Or are we going to save that?
We have too many people on the podcast, so hands need to be raised so we don't just yell over each other. So I'm a hand raise guy today. Scott, you know what I want to talk to you about? You don't have to say the specific place, but I would like to know where you are living in New York. This is a surprise guest that I was going to bring on. Suze. That's why this pod's going to get crazy.
That's awesome.
Suze, can you hear me?
Good.
He's connecting to the audio. When he connects to the audio, Steven, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There he is.
Steven, our podcast is getting crazy tonight. We have Scott Effross. You ever meet Scotty Effross?
He's got a shoulder sprain. God, we got to clean that up, big guy.
I know. We'll clean it up.
we're kind
You got
of
it.
doing a little Scotty interview here, and then we're gonna put it all together. But Scott, I want to know where you are in New York right now. You don't have to say the specific place you're living because you're such a fan favorite. We don't want people coming to your
No.
hotel room. But
I'm in a
how are
hotel.
you liking the area? Where are you? What are you doing?
Hotel right now. I'm liking it. I am in Manhattan. There's plenty of good coffee shops and breakfast places that I'm getting accustomed to, finding some favorites, and it's been good so far. Starting to settle in a little bit more.
Are you driving to the ball yard?
No, I've been taking the train.
Oh, how's your train game? You liking the train?
Today was the first day I had to make an adjustment on the train because I usually make a stop and get on another train and take it to the Bronx. But my normal train was delayed today because of the weather. But I stayed on the same train I was on, and then got out and took an Uber because it was like a lot closer. So kind of had to make an audible, feeling like a real New Yorker with that. David Robertson took the train to Yankee Stadium when we played there, and I thought it was the craziest thing about it. He's like, "Yeah, just hop on the train." Came here, like that's the craziest thing of all time. Players don't take
No,
trains.
you're a train guy.
Now I'm a train guy.
You're the train guy.
Steven, here's the cross section here. We're gonna seamlessly go from one to the other. Steven, thank you for being on the pod. Great to see you.
Ian, it's an honor.
Guess who has taken your Michael Phelps routine to the Yankees clubhouse?
And Anthony Wonton Rizzo.
Anthony has taken your Michael Phelps routine
What a
directly
thief.
into the Yankee clubhouse.
You know what, Scott? The next time you see Anthony, you tell him he's a thief and he better pick up his phone.
I'll
tell
huh?
him Michael Phelps said so.
jot it down.
Did Riz hit you with the big league in Seattle?
No, he got back to me, but I said, "Hey, Anthony, let's have lunch," and then he texted me back at like 4 o'clock and said, "You're canceled." Hey, that's an Anthony thing, so I'm just nothing new.
Yeah, I talked to him and told him you were coming on the pod, and he said, "Tell him I stole the Michael Phelps routine and I've been doing it in the Yankees training room."
I love that. Tell him
I think we talked about this last time you were on the pod, but just for anybody who missed your last episode or who doesn't know, when Steven was a Cubby, we have this nice room with all the pools, and we have a nice big pool that has one of those water treadmills in it, and the jets and stuff. And Steven would put goggles on, and he would do the full Michael Phelps pre-Olympic, slap the back, and dive right in.
We don't do things half-assed when we're in Chicago. We go all in. We go for the gold, as Michael would say.
As Michael would, yeah. Yep. He tried to get water to splash all the way onto the training room windows.
We did, yeah. And I remember, what's the head trainer's name there again?
PJ
was so mad at me.
We could never find the guy that did it, though.
He came in, I don't know if it was you, me, and Kipnis, or it was me and Kipnis. And he said, what happened here? I go, Caitlin jumped in the pool. But you know what? We're gonna find out. I think it was her, but we'll find out. We'll get that guy. And he just did not like that.
We'll find whoever did that.
You should have blamed Nate for it.
Oh, Nate was sitting there like a sad puppy watching me dive in there. It was unreal.
Steven, you're officially retired, huh?
I hung up my basketball shoes.
How's that? How's retirement?
It's pretty good. I get to throw wiffle balls at my son and jump on trampolines. Yeah, cutters obviously is what he's gonna be so good at cutters in because he's a lefty, Ian. So he's gonna be able to get here.
Really
playing some golf.
Drop the head.
Since I retired, I've actually gotten worse at golf. I don't know how that's possible. And then just bullying kids at LA Fitnesses for basketball championships. That's really what my life consists of. So the other side is great, boys.
Yeah, that's electric. How's the lower half with basketball? Knee and everything's good?
Running doesn't hurt me, in jumping even not too much. But when you ask me to rotate on this lower half, my mind says yes and my body says no.
Yeah.
Here comes the heater in. Go ahead and rotate that thing. Mind, yes. Body, no, thank you. We'll jam ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And that's how we ended up here. The body beat the mind. That's what happened.
Steven, can I ask you a question about? We're gonna go back to the Yankees for a second.
Yeah,
Steven,
for sure.
do you ever? We have got on our producer Tom up here for Panic from the Yankees fan base.
Okay.
Did you play the Yankees this year, Steven?
I did not. I played the Mets this year. I have played the Yankees plenty of times though in my career. Oh, do I love that place.
They're a pretty good team, huh?
You know what? I don't know if you guys have seen Space Jam, but at one point I thought that they were the Monstars in the middle of the year. Like you look at the Clay Holmes out there, Aroldis Chapman, Giancarlo, Judge, Riz. I'm like, is everybody 6'5" plus over here or what? And then they're just hitting homers, kissing babies, throwing 100. It's like they were playing in a different game for a while there, huh?
Yeah. Every one of their starters too had when we went to play them in June, every starter had a sub-3. It's like,
Is that good?
It's like, this will be fun.
They had like 14 All-Stars. They were the All-Star team. I remember watching the game. And it was like next up for the Yankees in the All-Star game, everybody. Golly. They're just banged up right now, huh? You guys just banged up, Scotty?
A little banged up.
Scotty, let's get that shoulder right, pal. We got to get you out front with some extension. Nice
That's
little
right.
cutter,
That's right. Yeah, sidearm cutter. Perfect.
Oof, it's funky. Thank God I missed you.
Suze, you never faced Scotty, huh?
I didn't. No, and you know what? I wake up every night and I'm like, or every morning, and I say, thank God I didn't face Scott Effross.
I'm going to interrupt this where we're at right now, okay?
Okay.
And this is the first ever
Mm-hmm.
Compound Podcast double interview.
Wow, I feel honored.
First ever, and it's brought to you by Muggsy Jeans. Okay.
It's by who?
You ever Muggsy Jeans? You ever worn Muggsy?
Like, are they short jeans, like Muggsy Bogues jeans?
No.
No.
They're Muggsy. The company is Muggsy Jeans. They're stretchy jeans. Okay.
Ooh.
They're jeans. I'm wearing them right now. They're jeans.
Wow.
They're great material. They're stretchy. Okay. They're athletic. If you have a little of an athletic build, they'll give you a little bit of a stretch. Most
so if I was
around.
If I was picking up a rock, they'd stretch a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what?
Perfect.
You know what else you could do? You could play basketball in these things.
Oh my gosh, my friends at the basketball fitness center, they would love it.
If you walked in there in Muggsy Jeans and got after it, that would be quite a statement.
They would say, what's gotten into you today, Steve? I go, well, guys, check out my Muggsy jeans.
Yes.
You can order yours online
at Muggsy.com, and you can use code JohnBoy for 10% off the entire order. Discount code JohnBoy.
You're welcome, Muggsy jeans.
For the most comfortable jeans out there. Scotty, you have a pair of Muggsies?
Yes, I got a pair of shorts and 2 pairs of pants when they came to the clubhouse in Chicago. Very nice. Love the shorts. I'm not a big shorts guy, but those shorts are nice. I don't know really when I can wear them, but
they're Chicago based, and they are actually the only jeans that I wear. That is true. That is a real true thing. Only jeans.
That's a true statement.
True statement. Double interview. First ever double interview. Common Podcast brought to you by Muggsy Jeans. Tom's over there going, how am I going to edit this thing together with 2 interviews? What?
I just realized all of our graphic designers are asleep and we don't have a template that has 5 slots. So I don't know what people are watching on YouTube right now. It's going to be something I whip up here at 1:30 in the morning. So
Yep.
Good for you, Tom.
Who knows? Maybe it's all going to be spliced together. I don't know how the people on the podcast are going to follow along. People are going to be listening. They're going to go, who are all these voices? We got so many people on this thing. This is basically like one of those Twitter spaces where everyone's just talking. Go ahead, Scott.
all right. I would like to talk. I don't want to miss this. Dakota Mekas had his first professional.
No, I started 2 games last year.
Oh, okay. Well, he had a start the other day.
I have made 3 professional starts, and I've given off a leadoff homer in 2 of them. So might not be the life for me.
Do you have a leadoff homer in your start?
What do you throw a heater down the middle?
Yeah, it was 2-0. I decided, you know what, let's start him out 2-0. It seems like a good idea. And then we'll just throw one right down the middle and see how far you can hit it.
I like it. Challenge yourself, fall
Yeah.
behind to get ahead.
Exactly. A
Right.
little adversity. Just makes
Mhm.
it tougher.
How was your routine going into the opening role?
I did it
No,
like
we
I was
do.
coming. I did it like I was coming out of the bullpen. Played catch right before the game, and then warmed up. We were on the road, so I warmed up in the top of the first, and then just ran in.
That's your problem.
Well, I mean, I'm a reliever. I'm not a starter.
Yeah, but then you just gotta put headphones on the moment you wake up, and then don't look at anybody in the eye.
That's
how you
starters
get
do.
it going.
That's how starters do it.
I'll
Yeah,
never
and then
understand. I'll never
you-
understand that.
You give one word
Some guys
answers
can
if
do it.
somebody asks you something, you take it off, you go, yep. Yeah. And then you'll be in the zone. Do that next time, Dakota.
I didn't shag BP, and I got a lot of shit from the other relievers for it. And I was like, well, I'm taking
Change.
advantage of this chance to not have to do it.
Absolutely, as you should.
Dakota, what was the line? What was your line?
2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Whole mess.
And was that was the mustache gone? That was it?
No, that was the outing after I shaved my mustache.
Oh,
Did something bad happen to make your mustache go?
I gave up a homer to the same guy the outing before.
oof.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, what's his
Park.
name? I'll find him.
Hoy Park,
Hoy Park.
ex-Yankee.
Hoy Park.
Yeah.
We gotta find this guy.
He's my
Yankee
dad now.
legend.
I said he owns me.
God
Wow.
damn it. Same pitch?
I come to the mound, and that guy, he gets excited. He's fired up to see me out there. No, he
Yeah.
hit a slider out the first time, and then a fastball. So maybe I'll just have to throw more changeups the next time.
I'm really pissed at Hoy Park because I really like that mustache.
I mean, I was only keeping it as long as I didn't give up a run, and then once I did, I was like, all right, I can finally get rid of it.
I mean, you can give up a run for like a month.
What?
That's why his mustache was so long.
It was like
Zach
6
Short,
weeks.
I didn't even know you were on the screen. It's the first time I'm
Dude.
seeing you.
Suze, I'm here, man. I'm here.
What an amazing surprise.
Zach, will you care to tell Ian what you shot today on the golf course, please?
I
Oh,
don't. I'd rather not.
Ian, you're gonna want to hear it.
I fired out an 82 today.
Hey, man, golf's a tough game. It happens.
I wasn't proud.
That's okay. Where'd you play?
Did you play
Same course
Dakota?
you play every other time up in here in Michigan, actually.
Beautiful state. I did
just
play.
got
you play
past
the-
you today, huh?
What
Scotty,
did you shoot?
I had 3 chip-ins today, and still shot a 93.
Kirkland wedges,
Whoa,
baby.
that's tough to do.
I had
That's hard.
I had one birdie.
That's around. I've seen that Dakota Mekas round before. That's the one where he sits in the cart and doesn't talk to anybody.
No,
That's the one where he
no,
puts the leg
I
up
was-
on the-
And
on the
and
thing.
drags his driver on the cart
Yeah.
path behind the cart.
No.
like the gift for the sad guy walking.
Yes.
I had
93
one birdie.
with 3 chips.
I had 1 birdie chip-in, 1 par chip-in, and 1 bogey chip-in.
And
What
you
a
still
bogey
saw
save.
93.
Yeah, and still
That's
fired out a 90.
unbelievable.
I had 1 birdie on the card, 1 par. All the rest was bogey or worse.
That's hard to
Dakota,
do.
how
It's
many?
all right.
How,
It happens.
Dakota, how many 3 putts?
Oh my God, I had like 7.
You should have just got it. You should have just got it close to the green and tried to chip in every time.
I know, and I got the Scotty
You should have
Kirkland
putted
too.
off.
The Scotty
Should've-
Kirkland putter let me down
Should have putted it off the green and then chipped back
to be
on.
able to chip. It was a mess out there. But I didn't. But
Scotty Kirkland.
But we did play with Jonathan Holder, and he had 10.
Oh,
3
he's
putts.
good.
He had 10 3 putts today.
Really?
10.
What?
That's
That's-
just 30. That's just 30 putts and 10 holes. That's not how you score.
He can play a little bit too.
No, the greens were really tough.
Where'd you guys go? TCI?
Copper Creek.